What's happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and welcome back to more Dragon Age Inquisition. So obviously, we wrapped things up at the palace, so I figured it'd be a good time to, run around Haven, see what's changed, see if Sarah has any more dialogue, see if there's new people to judge, stuff of that nature. So, obviously, first up is we're going to run over to Sarah, see if there's been any other advancements on the romance. I doubt there has been, but we'll check. Something might have happened, so. And it looks like there has. Let's see. What has changed?
For Gaspar, Brianna, the Duchess, and Corypheus, right in the dangle bag.
You think all those people should be treated the same?
After Halam Sharel? Kind of. They all get little people killed and don't care. A cook here, a footman there. What's it matter, right? So long as there's a butt for the throne. A pretty one, sure. But how many lives are worth one empress's arse? Ugh, that place. Should have just thrown in some bees and slammed the doors.
I don't know. You want to stop a party? I think you go earwigs.
I hate those things, with their little pinchy butts. Josephine should add that to her paper threats. Concessions, or we unleash the earwigs. Pinchy butts. Well, that was stupid. Want to go roll around until I feel better?
Why are we even still talking?
Good question. Shut it.
Alright, so I guess that's it.
Buckles.
Want some friendly roof time? Thoughts about us? Let's see what this one
How are we
does.
doing? You and I.
You were alright. Just like when I first laid eyes and wanted to lay other things. Laying, right? It means two things. So, back at you. How are we doing?
We're good. And I hope it keeps on like that.
Well, what else is it going to do? As long as you're not stupid. Come back soon. You better.
Alright, well, we're not going to bother with special roof time for the time being. We're going to go do some other stuff. So, I might change up my mount while we're running around too. I'm not even sure where we're going. We might be knocking into a new story quest, find out what the deal is with all the chantry stuff. Because I know there's 2 new areas to unlock, but I haven't been to either of them in a while. And I think there's people to judge. I pimped out my throne, as you can see. I like the new one. It's pretty awesome looking. It's like a head of a dragon.
First, this wasn't my idea. It is an issue born of titles and heir apparency and... Halam Shiral is having difficulty freeing trade routes formerly controlled by Duchess Florian. Had she been tried, her assets would be forfeit and considerable bureaucracy avoided. So they ask that we judge her.
Are you serious? I did my part. She's dead.
That was the time allotted for rebuttal. Her crimes negated any claim to... Forgive me, there is an odor.
Oh, God.
I call for rehabilitation. The skull shall do public theater about the evils of evil. I also judge the box. End table for orphans.
That's quite enough, Inquisitor.
I also judged the box. Anyone else to judge? Duchess in a box, tour 941. Oh my god. No, not quarters. Don't want to go to quarters. Did not want to go to quarters. So actually, you know what I think might be fun? Pull out some of the people that I haven't used before. Try out some of their specialties and go hit an area. So there's a couple new areas I haven't been to yet. So I could start one off, break away from the standard party I've had, pull out some of the other guys, try them out. See what their specializations are like. I mean, they don't have the gear for Nightmare at all, but, yeah, whatever. If we have to bump it down, we'll bump it down. I mean, I'm curious to see what they can do, what like Varric and the rest of the party can do with their specializations, if they're good or what the case is. Because I haven't really investigated them at all, to be honest. You know, I've checked out like Dorians and Solaces on the drunk through, but I haven't checked out like Blackwall or Cassandra or Varric at all. So first thing we got to do is go to the war table,
It's time
figure
to plan
out
our next attack.
what's up
What's the
next.
state of the Inquisition?
We're well loved in Orlais. Say the words and Empress Celine will send her support.
And your actions at Adamant denied Corypheus his army of pet demons. With Orlais' support, our numbers match his. Corypheus' followers must be panicking.
My agents agree. Our victories have shaken his disciples.
We've beaten their god twice over. Corypheus must be livid. Where is he now?
After you dealt with the Duchess, Corypheus uprooted his major strongholds. He's moving south to the Arbor Wilds. His army clearly wasn't prepared to flee. Our victories have them on the defensive.
They've terrorized Thedas long enough. We end them now. If Corypheus is hiding in the Arbor Wilds, that's where we'll go.
But what is Corypheus doing in such a remote area?
His people have been ransacking elven ruins since Haven. We believe he seeks more. What he hopes to find, however, continues to elude us.
Which should surprise no one. Fortunately, I can assist.
I'll ignore that you wandered in without knocking. You have my attention.
What Corypheus seeks in those Forgotten Woods is as ancient as it is dangerous.
Which is?
'Tis best if I show you.
What?
This is an eluvian, an elven artifact from a time long before their empire was lost to human greed. I restored this one at great cost, but another lies within the Arbor Wilds. That is what Corypheus seeks.
This belonged to my people.
I found legends of an elven temple within the Arbor Wilds, untouched. It proved too dangerous to approach, and thus I turned elsewhere to find my prize. If Corypheus has turned southward, he could succeed where I failed. The eluvian would be his.
What does it do?
A more appropriate question would be, where does it lead?
Let's follow. Is it just like a door to the Fade or something? Load times seem a little bit better. I've been cutting out the especially long ones, but little ones like this, not too big of a concern.
If this place once had a name, it has long been lost.
Just like a ton of eluvians. It's like an elven meeting ground of sorts.
The Crossroads, a place where all eluvians join, wherever they might be.
A useful trick.
For one who knows the way, certainly. The ancient elves left no roads, only ruins hidden in far-flung corners. This is how they traveled between them.
As you can see, most of the mirrors are dark, broken, corrupted, or unusable. As for the rest, a few can be opened from this side, but only a few.
What do you mean, a few can be opened from this side?
Some of the eluvians have been left unlocked, like doors accidentally left ajar. All others are closed. They can be opened only from beyond.
Opened how?
With a key.
I suppose you have such a key.
The key can be many things. Each eluvian is different. I have knowledge as well as power. Often that is enough.
How did you find out about this place?
My travels have led me to many strange destinations, Inquisitor. Once, they led me here. It offered sanctuary.
Sanctuary?
Not all the mirrors lead back to our world. The ancients were nothing if not resourceful.
If they don't lead back to our world, then...
Places between, like this one. I can describe it no better. For a time, I had a respite with the man I loved. But only for a time. One cannot remain in between forever.
Corypheus wants to come here.
This is not the Fade, but it is very close. Someone with enough power could tear down the ancient barriers.
And enter the Fade in the flesh, like Corypheus wanted to do with the Anchor.
He learned of the eluvian in the Arbor Wilds as I did. He marshals the last of his forces to reach it. You have made Corypheus desperate, Inquisitor. We must work together to stop him, and soon.
I mean, in theory, couldn't we just, like, wait until he gets his eluvian, and then, like, right when he walks through it, be like, surprise, motherfucker, and just knock him the fuck out, like, as soon as he enters the Crossroads? I mean, if most of them are broken, you'd only have to find the ones that are still active. Couldn't be that hard of an idea. Oh, I can't do anything with it. Curious how the Crossroads are gonna play into the greater scheme of things. Wonder if maybe we will have a battle in the Crossroads. And what is... Man, there's been... What is this? Okay. Just go to the war table. Let's say, I'm like, there's always one, like, kind of over in that area, but... Never quite feels like it's the war room, but I guess it is, because... Alright, either way. Definitely an interesting little side trip there. So real quick, before we hop, let me see what I have. Oh no. Let's go to the war room first. We'll go to the war room first. We'll figure out what areas we have available, and then we'll decide from there. But I definitely would like to bring some of the other party members out and test out some of their stuff this episode. But we're already almost 15 minutes in, so I'm not sure how far we'll get. So, over in her lay, aid those impacted by the Civil War. Duchess in a box, hell yeah. Oh yeah, you're all about that. Send you out for that. What is this one? Improving morale. Good job, Cullen. Like glitters, gather metals.
Andraste, preserve me.
Outpost.
Use those requests as kindling.
No, I shall take them. I want to know who pines for our commander. We can use this to our advantage.
I am not bait.
Hush. Just look pretty.
Yeah, I figured Liliana would be ideal for a mission like that. So, what Pride had wrought. Force to be reckoned with. Call its allies to rally their soldiers and march with Inquisitor Lavalin's army to the Arbor Wilds. Why am I Lavalin? When did like, I don't know. I mean, I've heard that game name a couple times now, but I don't remember like ever getting it, you know? Ruins in the Emerald Graves. Ooh. Oh, maybe we'll go investigate this. This could be fun. Yeah, let's go, oh, I wanted to fast travel. And there's Emperor du Loin. Well, let's get that on the map. We need to unlock it sooner or later. Yes. Unlock that. I'm not gonna travel there. Anything unparalleled to unlock? I don't think so. Pointless. I think that's it. So I want to go check out these elven ruins over in Emerald Graves, and I can pretty much solo anything there if it really comes down to it. So I think we'll be okay to bring out. What the hell? Didn't I just do this? Oh no, that's her thingy. And what Pride has wrought. So where's it at? Cool. That'll be fun. Alright. Sarah, we already know how you work. Dorian, we know how you work. Varric, we almost never use. Cole is an assassin, so no real need to bring out him. You know what? Let's just bring both the tanks, you know? I want to see... Actually, before I do that, let me go, accessories... I have 2. Let me grab a third, because I want to respec them. I want to try them out, you know? Never really used them before. And actually, we might end up doing it next episode, because just based on time and stuff, we are definitely getting close to the wire. And there's so much shit I gotta do in this game. I've been, like, working on stuff for the crew and some Far Cry stuff, and there's so much content I want to bring you guys, and only so many hours in the damn day for me to work on it. I've been meaning to do a video on crafting, and, like, the finer points of crafting, as well as a video on some party mechanics, you know, like, ways to really set up your party to make them ideal. Get rid of all this, turn that stuff in, and we'll be good. So definitely this was not the most exciting episode. A lot of, a little bit of narrative, a lot of running around and getting stuff done. This is usually shit I just knock out, kind of off the record, but we're going to bring them out, we're going to respec them real fast, and then next episode we'll venture into the tomb with kind of an unorthodox squad, you know, 2 tanks, obviously, 1 ranged, and myself, but like I said, if it really comes down to it, Miss can pretty much tear up everything completely on her own with the daggers, so I think we'll be fine. And Varric is supposed to be able to just kind of sit and go to town DPS-wise, so... Alright, now we are set. Let's get a map. Over to the Emerald... Well, that's the thingy, so I don't need those. And I think it was this one. Direstone? Yes. Okay. So, let's see what they can do. Double tanks. See, the shitty thing, like I said, I have no items for them. I mean, I could probably pick up some stuff, like just some basic shit from a vendor. And I've thrown away so many, like, purple quality weapons instead of equipping them, because I have no intention of ever using them, but... You know, we had Cass for a while. Cass was actually the standard tank in this party, up until we decided to give Iron Bull a second chance, and he proved himself as being worthy. Which I'm glad, because, you know, he has really good dialogue, and I'm glad I got to bring him along. So I'm definitely thankful for that. But let's take a quick look at their specialty trees, see what we can do with them. We're going to pretty much go full into their special trees before we pick up anything outside of those. So I don't know how effective Varric will be without his bow skills, but we'll find out.